Yo tout le monde, c'est Thibaut et on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour, j'espère, l'épisode final du mode showcase. Je sais pas comment il me reste de match, donc bah on va faire ça, hein. Alors du coup, j'avais fait le match avec Tamina de mon côté. J'avoue, je l'avais fait en facile. Là, je suis repassé en légendaire et bah on verra bien ce que ça donne les Usos contre le New Day. Hell in Cell 2017. Yeah, be shower, clap for your famous names and feel the power. New Day.
Prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the four-time tag team champions.
C'était déjà les titres de SmackDown et de Raw à ce moment-là.
I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began?
Et par contre, après, ça va être un autre délire.
Once and for all, inside Hell in a Cell.
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games.
Dire que maintenant, ils sont plus du tout comme ça. Maintenant, ils sont méchants et tout ça. C'est compliqué, hein. Oh, ça.
Will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell. And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport you hear about super teams. Well, tonight we're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
En vrai, je me vois pas jouer au clavier souris si la manette a bug, hein. Je vous cache pas que même si la manette a bug, je vais quand même tout faire pour jouer à la manette, hein.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens.
Putain, j'aimais bien quand même les titres comme ça. Maintenant, je trouve ils sont moches. Enfin, en tout cas, ceux de SmackDown, je trouve ils sont moches. Ceux de Raw encore, ça passe, mais ceux de SmackDown, vraiment, non. J'aime pas. Donc là, je joue les Usos. Ah ouais. The New Frémé fait une provoque adverse dans les 20 prochaines secondes envers The New Day. Attends, fini les jeux maintenant, ça où? Ah, avec une arme. Ok. Je suis Jimmy, moi, du coup. Ouais, je suis Jimmy. Mais alors, par contre, j'esquive Xavier Woods, c'est pas pour que Biggie m'attaque aussi, hein. Oh, mais non!
That's why you can't get caught up in the heat of the moment.
An all-around bad decision. Ouch.
few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this
Aye.
match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Ooh, great anticipation. The challenger taking some minor damage.
The power of positivity paying dividends for the New Day. Emphasis on power.
Did you see that?
Mais vous allez arrêter, oui.
Ooh, what an uppercut. Jarring. Looking to seal the deal, guys.
Ouais, ça va, Biggie, oui. Oh,
The shoulder up after one.
lâche-moi un peu.
Not letting
Je peux même pas le contrer, c'est quoi ça?
Vicious right forearm. All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day.
Regardez, il n'y a pas le triangle qui s'affiche.
On a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love to trash talk, but
J'ai même pas l'occasion de le contrer.
New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing too. Oh man, face cover. We're going to shut this down.
He kicks out at 2.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep
Non mais lui par contre il me contre direct, c'est quoi ça? Et moi je peux pas contrer. C'est nul.
Taking this fight back into the ring.
boom? Oh man, I hope Jimmy's okay.
New Day refer to this as their
Non, mais-
power lineup when having Big E involved in this.
Excusez-moi mais je peux contrer un jour ou faut que j'aille me faire voir toute la vie.
Limit break elbow. Shoulders are down. To retain. Oh, and quick resiliency from the challenger.
He didn't even let
Hey,
the
G.
ref start the count.
Uppercut. Man, the champion on the receiving end of some serious offense. Jimmy gets intercepted.
Oh, I love this, guys. Couple punches, little Monty Fisto action. Get down. Oh, my lord.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought
Voilà.
here?
Voilà.
Ah, kendo stick right to the head.
Stiff elbow will break that up.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel
Allez, ref-toi.
Coming out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Mais regardez, je peux toujours pas contrer. C'est... Ah bah là je peux contrer là par contre. C'est quoi ce délire Le bé...
Ah, what an uppercut. So impactful. The challenger's looking down out there.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now. I don't see things turning around in his favor.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family
Allez, ref-toi.
members, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Non mais...
It'll be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos
Non mais ça va oh.
their
Non mais oh.
tag team championship here. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood. Oh! Uppercut connects.
Oh, strong impact. What's he hoping to find down there?
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick.
Mais purée, mais pourquoi tu la prends pas?
Sliding back into the ring. Oh, scattered that one.
Mais arrêtez de nous envoyer dehors, merde. Ah, merci.
All on the
Gentil.
apron, lifting it up into the ring.
Ah,
Bam, suplex.
ça fait mal par contre.
And the glory.
Shoulder shoots up before 2.
Somehow still in this fight. Not down and out yet.
Oh, trop tôt.
Big splash. Oh. Hazardous position.
Oh, le beginning, faut que je l'esquive parce que sinon c'est foutu. Oui, c'est bon.
Ooh, Jimmy manages to counter.
As his opponent
Mais-
up, this is about to be over because
Il en avait un deuxième.
big ending. The New Day might be on the verge of retaining. Oh, great
Merci.
spin. Double axe handle connects. Xavier Woods walking the top rope.
Limit break. The champ with the cover. And going for the pin. The New Day.
Ah oui, bah là. Vous voulez que je fasse quoi là? Je pouvais rien contrer à l'extérieur. Comment vous voulez que je fasse? Comment vous voulez que je fasse? Je vous avais dit derrière. On recommence. Ça va, j'ai pas poussé et tout. Hein. Ah ouais, ça va du coup. Et change de serre. Et comment ça va voilà, allez, lâchez. Moi, j'en mets des et j'appuie. Non, mais sur chez lui, là. Allez, monsieur Jack. Et ouais, j'ai fait son hein. Allez, on a fait son et qui me souhaite faire ça? C'est pas c'est qui me souhaite faire ça? Non. Et arrête de m'envoyer là. Prends son là. Tiens. Je lâche bien. Allez, on va yes. Juste qu'il faut que c'est Jimmy. Voilà. On est quand même de regarder. Et quand je parle de vidéo. Il prend. Oh, c'est juste la con. Ouais, je vais pousser là, ouais. Je vais pousser là, c'est bon. J'ai un truc. Coupe, j'ai sur qui? Parce que j'ai trop. Vas-y, passe-moi. Et je vais l'aider. Non. Oh, oui. Voilà. Allez, je sors la vidéo avant. Non, non. Allez, attends. C'est pas, je vais ça. Je vais voilà. Ah la vache. Et l'autre où? Ah. On met qui là? GOG. Ok, là, j'ai. Vous allez remonter, attention attaque. Tu vas faire de pression, refaites la choix. J'espère que la sur la lancée, vous allez ok. On va lancer avec tout. Prends la chaise! Je vais aller pour le faire moi. Ah oui, ils ont cassé. Non, 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 bah là je sais pas en faire du coup.
Swing on top rope. Uso splash. The challenger comes up big.
With an uppercut.
Super kick.
Hey. Oh, mais ils sont chiants à me demander de changer. Hein. Frontal, ouais, ok.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash.
Et je crois que j'ai gagné. Hein.
The
1,
cover.
2.
The tag
Oh
team
non.
Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second.
Là par contre je crois que c'est Xavier Woods qui va pas kiffer là.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude. But Xavier Woods is outgunned right now. And there's look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That heart may not have
Attends, il est où Biggie?
left. Jimmy and Jay back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo.
1,
The
2
cover.
et 3. Ah, bon bah d'accord.
Tag team titles.
Eh, 30 minutes de vidéo. Un seul combat. Youpi. Ah. Super Showdown? Quoi? Elle a eu un combat Super Showdown?
Gentlemen, it's glow time. I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home? No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Attendez, le temps de l'intro, le temps qu'elle fasse son entrée.
As we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi. Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle
Non mais purée, mais.
Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make.
Non mais vous. Oh, ça c'est chiant ça. Elle avait eu un match à Super Showdown contre Bayley. Ah bah c'est contre Bayley. D'accord. C'est bon, t'es content, je suis là. Oh il m'énerve ce jeu faire ça.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight,
Ouais,
she
fait
said-
chier. Hein. C'est bon. Oh.
The following contest
Oh. Oh.
is
Oh.
the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley.
first time ever, we have a women's championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Guys, a very important component of this match.
Bon.
Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for
Ah mais comment vous voulez que je fasse ça là le temps qu'elle se relève, que je lui mette le coup et tout ça, et le temps est déjà passé là.
Bayley having every reason to be confident.
Et le trois quarts du temps elle m'esquive, donc aussi ça aide pas non plus.
Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career,
Ah,
she's never
bah, je crois que j'ai rien dit du coup.
That is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into
Frappe,
this matchup.
frappe, déplacement, continue à faire la CVG avec un combo léger qu'elle ne verra pas venir. D'accord. Bah là pour l'instant c'est moi qui vois pas le haut du ring. Hein. Et je peux contrer quand?
I don't know how any of that was necessary. Some champion.
Non mais
Oh, what a strike
t'es
to the
trop court.
back. Double axe handle smash.
You can tell she's got her right where she wants her.
Et j'esquive.
We've said it time and time again. Naomi.
Tchou, claque dans la tête. Tchou. Ah, tu m'as raté. Ah, je t'ai raté.
Giving up now is not
Ah, j'ai raté.
enough to finish this.
J'étais pas prêt.
Absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
You can
T'as
feel
raté.
the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Là, elle peut pas contrer
We know
le
that
combat,
Naomi's
le
gonna
combo
wanna pick
léger.
up the pace in this match, but Bayley's gonna look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
Looking vulnerable now, guys.
Kick right to the leg. Strong kick.
My goodness.
Oh, what a back elbow. Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a three-time Women's Champion.
Other superstars say they want the title. Naomi has said she needs her title back.
They're going to have to try to fight out of this. Naomi, feel the glow. And she lets go of the hold.
Allez, c'était juste pour lui faire mal.
Leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
Oh,
Alors.
sent straight into the corner hard.
Alors, là, t'as visé à côté.
Back into the ring.
Good night. What a stunner.
Oh, wait a second.
Maybe not. Roll up. And the champ only gets a count of one.
Impressive to not even...
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. Oh, look at this. Arm bar slipped underneath and able to counter. Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here. Bayley's being caught off guard by Naomi. The champ wasn't expecting such a flurry of offense from the challenger.
Alors,
Oh,
tu peux t'en aller, s'il te plaît.
oh. Thinking of going high risk here. From the top rope.
T'as bien pu. Ouais, elle est partie aussi vite aussi.
Step could have cost them this match entirely.
A hard
Pars
landing.
pas aussi vite que tout à l'heure, non mais oh.
And now she's making it to the top rope here. From the top. Through the air.
Voilà.
And connects.
From ring post to ring
Maintenant,
post, it all paid off. catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring. Bayley managing to find some of that
Allez!
room.
That could be the spark Bayley was
Pourquoi c'est moi de
looking for.
contrer? J'ai pas envie de tout recommencer.
That goes to show you what Bayley thinks of her opponent here.
Ouais, juste un coup.
Taking things
Allez!
to the outside.
Mais touche-la! Touche-la!
Bayley versus Naomi, SmackDown Women's Championship on the line. So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history, and tonight she has the opportunity to make even more history. And Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself. And an answer from her. And Naomi's been
Là, ça c'est fait.
social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one. Yeah, not so
Ça aussi.
to Bayley, who's been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE. And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit.
Alors là-bas, c'est toi qui devrais être dehors, pas moi.
Dribbling the opponent's head like a basketball. Guys, they're coming dangerously close here.
Purée. Tu vas à l'extérieur. Voilà. Ça c'est fait aussi. On peut se mettre côté aussi, non? Bon, bah, je crois que c'est mort. Bon, numéro 452. Ça c'est fait.
For someone who claims not to care about the idiots in the crowd, Bayley sure spending a lot of time trying to get a reaction out of them right now. Oh, my goodness. We've said it time and time again. Naomi, maybe the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE. Yeah, Naomi won't depend on athletic maneuvers. Well, taking flight.
Ça c'est fait aussi. Bon, maintenant faut que je me démerde.
Naomi going for broke. It is high risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
Oh, attends.
The title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside
Oui.
the ring. We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down. Yeah, Bayley's going to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match. Oh, yeah, what a signing with her. Finally, you talk a lot about this change in Bayley, how people can't believe that this is the type of person she's turned into. Well, it comes down to career frustration. Bayley's frustrated with her career progression, the way things were when she was hugging and smiling. It's not about frustration.
Avec l'énergie de l'espoir, c'était.
Realize she never got the respect she deserves from the WWE universe. Manages to reverse it, and that could be a first step towards her gaining control. If Bayley was looking for an opportunity to pull a 180, that could be it. Nice Japanese arm drag.
Ça c'est fait.
Naomi put a stop to that. And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley to change, and she said I didn't change. I
Ah, mais là, aucune portée, c'est un truc de fou.
Mother hated. Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or by crook to maintain a
Ah,
stranglehold on the
ça
SmackDown
passe.
Championship.
Et voilà, ça c'est fait.
Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment. Being set up in the corner for something. Here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble over the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment. Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes. Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble. Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out. Oh, Bayley wisely moves out harm's way.
Engelak. Ah, non.
What's Bayley trying to do here? I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt. A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great back so far. Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready. Well, the champion has to find a new
Vous
strategy.
êtes, si vous devez.
You know she's thinking she can end it all here.
Hop.
Feel the glow. Feel it. A couple of knees and then another one. Now force the break. Bam. She put that attack around.
Oh. C'est fait.
And she breaks the count. Still has a great amount of fight in them. Not going to let it end like this. Oh, she counters right back on
Mais arrête de m'esquiver comme ça, tu m'énerves.
All measured up. Drop kick to the back. Naomi feeding off the WWE universe, inching closer to recapturing the champion. Play possum. Whoa, play possum. The challenger's able to kick out. Amazing effort by her. Oh my goodness, they're striking at will.
Non.
Counter right when it was needed. Oh, what a review by Naomi. Right line to see.
Review. 1, 2, 3. Oui, enfin. Backbar. Champion. Naomi.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's
Oh,
Championship
c'est fait enfin.
ended. The glow.
On va faire un dernier combat, je pense. Sinon, c'est vraiment le dernier, du coup. The Dudley Boys.
Here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight. That's just what they'll get from Afonseca. And then some.
Je suis désolé, mais bon, là, faut avancer. Hein.
Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys...
Démolir leur adversaire, infliger des dégâts extrêmes rouges à la tête.
This should be intense. And the wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Oh, hip drop. That kind of force in the arm can have lingering effects.
Russian leg sweep.
With the counter. Could be thinking of high-risk offense here. From the top. He puts him into the corner. Oh, God, terrible landing on the outside.
This match has spilled out to our announcer's area.
Let's hope they take it back in the ring soon.
That was one of those power bombs that would shorten someone's career. Got the leg and dropping the elbow right on the knee. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it'll take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe it'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Well, maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Alpha and Sika want to do is rush head first into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
Intercepted by Bubba. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt. Take off.
Oh no, went big and pays for it.
Crashing and burning in maybe the worst way possible.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
And Alpha and Sika
Ah bon?
beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Ah, ça me défait très bien. Ah non, il va te sur ce match. Et ça va aller? Bon, hein? Non, 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 non. Tranquille, hein. Ouais, c'est tranquille, hein. Non, 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 non. Il me reste plus que ça, il me reste plus que ça.
Bubba isn't asking for a table tonight. He's getting it himself.
He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad... Uh-oh, table behind him now, not where you want to be.
Oui.
Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Enfin. Voilà, j'ai tout réussi. En vrai, comme je vais avoir une grosse coupure. En vrai. Donc, Solo Sikoa contre Carmel Hayes.
Here comes the A.
Pour le North American Championship, je crois.
WWE expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Turns it around. Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Melo thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at Spring Break 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night.
Je pense après on va aller à Clash at the Castle.
Tonight, we're going to see who the better
Je
man
pense, hein.
is, and it will be the one who leaves with the title. Ooh. Sikoa taking command, and Melo is obviously still in shock about this impromptu match.
Solo Sikoa already with the strategic advantage. And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa.
Bah dis, il a de sacré réflexe, le Sikoa. Hein.
Well, at least
Wesh.
momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict
Copain.
on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever. Uh-oh, he could be looking for a submission here. And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months as NXT North American Champion over 2 very long reigns.
And don't forget Solo. Over the last year, he's defeated top NXT names like Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, and LA Knight.
Yeah, he beat Knight so bad we haven't seen him in months. Maybe we should ask that Max Dupree guy.
Elbow thrown, saying not today. Gets out of dodge.
C'est dommage, hein.
Let me point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ. He prepared for Wes Lee or a night off. Now he's not getting either. This is ridiculous.
Trick Williams, dégage.
It's clearly in the hands of Solo Sikoa, who's had something up his sleeve all night.
Well, you think Melo is regretting the attack on Wes Lee earlier tonight?
Hayes regrets nothing.
Ah.
Don't you dare second-guess the A-Champ, Saxton.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Splash. Gosh.
Cha-ching! The champ is going for the cover.
Kicks out at just one.
An emphatic kick out, and there's still a lot of game left here. Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes. You cannot deny the impact Trick has had since he joined his childhood friend.
The pin for the championship. Emphatic kick out for the challenger.
Could be in search of a second win now.
Staggering back up, maybe to a forward gut. Off the top.
Crash landing.
Each of those boots seem to get heavier with each blow.
Solo lining it up, maybe moments away from capturing that
Uh-oh, winding up. There's the Samoan spike. Ouch.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
To stomp in every single part of his body. What a main event this has been for the 1-year anniversary of it.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes, ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now
What?
Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends.
Ooh.
First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa. Cover now for the win.
1, 2.
Hayes kicks it
No.
too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
Well, you can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Spinning solo.
Solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo.
Rearing way back. Samoan spike. Could that be enough to gain the title?
The cover.
1, 2 et 3.
What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Vraiment? Ah bah en même temps, après tout ce que... Les 2 combats précédents, c'est bien d'avoir un combat assez simple. Ouais, j'ai tout, hein. J'ai fait tous les objectifs. On est en mode de shield là? Ah non, on n'est pas en mode de shield. Bon, le truc de Roman Reigns, ok. Bah ouais, bah je m'en doutais que c'était ça du coup.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man.
Franchement, cette entrée-là, mon gars, était bien. Hein. Universal Champion. Bon, faut avancer là, parce que...
WWE Universal Championship has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight? The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between 2 former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the tribal chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500 plus days.
Oh, several kicks to the face and one more for good measure.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated.
Alors là-bas, c'est toi qui devais y aller.
Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win.
Seth freaking Rollins has made it extremely personal with Roman Reigns. Years ago when he destroyed the Shield, and again in the lead up to this match.
And if I'm Roman, I'm taking all that aggression and ending this quickly. Go full force and incapacitate Rollins ASAP, because the longer Reigns fights with all his rage, the more potential he has to make a tactical error.
Has him set up in the corner of the ring.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman?
Le cochon pendu.
Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Shoulder right to the midsection. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the tribal chief.
Got flipped upside down there.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Rollins can't find any reprieve right now.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Grosse erreur. Celui-là, tu vas te manger une powerbomb encore.
Hoisted up high here.
Big powerbomb. Reigns so close to finishing this, he can taste it. Ending Rollins and closing the book on the Shield will be his biggest victory yet.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Mais arrête! Je le vois. Voilà, dans les escaliers.
Going head on into the stairs.
And he now slides back into the ring. His mind is turning. Might be close.
Je reprends juste son souffle.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh.
Versatility from Rollins.
I hate to say this, but the tribal chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the tribal chief go nuclear.
Placed against the turnbuckles.
Allez, reviens.
Reigns hits it.
The champ might have just ended things right there. Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. Wow. And a stomp to the gut.
They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down
and a series of vicious stomps. The tribal chief has acquired the target. Here it comes.
Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out.
Oh, Roman Reigns about to put his opponent away. No getting up from this. Spear, what impact.
Champ close to...
What's he doing? He had this match in the bag.
Tu te fous de moi? Faut que je recommence. Et je parlais que c'était le dernier en plus. Bah, bien sûr, c'est le dernier, voyons. Non mais non, purée, je l'ai fait quitter. Attendez. On doit un truc. J'ai une place là. Alors, ça va là, j'ai quelque chose à faire tantôt. Alors, je vais commencer par le bazar. Et il veut pas arrêter de ça aussi là. Et merde! Je vais faire le poids pour sur ses épaules pendant le poids là. C'est méga mieux quoi. Ah, bien. Tiens. Mais va dans l'escalier, enfoiré! Va dans l'escalier! Il a quoi là? Là par contre, j'ai pas. Non, j'ai pas compris là. Oh, l'escalier! C'est très en premier temps. J'arrive à sur le move, je vois un Jesse qui passe sur la gauche. C'est ça, quoi. Tu vas me contrer un peu! Moi, genre, ah non, non. On va contrer un, Reigns! Tiens! Mais wesh, ça va prêt! Oh non, mais c'est bon. Attention! Ah, je suis désolé, mais bon, j'avais pas fait ma. Yes! Ah, ouais. On va pas me mettre là. Vas-y, reviens. Puis ouais, faut qu'on aille à l'extérieur. On revient. Mais va dehors! Viens, on va dehors, frérot.
Bombs being thrown between these Shield brothers, but only one will be left standing. He's making his way to ringside now.
Voilà.
The champ might have just sealed things. I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the tribal chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
Putain, par contre, c'est bien fait, hein.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the tribal chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold and this match continues.
Ouais, c'est que dans la vie, il a pas lâché.
Winning this match.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe là?
Rollins
Ah bah
just
purée.
motionless now. Guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, they are.
Reigns has identified.
Attends. Non, non, non.
Chance to retain here. The champ might have put this one to
C'est quoi le super finisher? En courant, debout et rebondit ça.
I can hardly hear myself think. They're bringing the house down tonight. Oh, Superman punch!
Reigns not done yet. Spear.
Will the champ make that?
Attends, je peux le faire autant que je veux, genre? Mais c'est trop bien!
Placing him in the corner here.
Reigns on the money with a Superman punch.
There is the spear.
Bon, là, je crois que par contre, il est fini là un peu.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion.
Bon, dites-moi qu'il reste pas beaucoup de matchs après celui-là. S'il vous plaît. Dites-moi que c'est le dernier match. Pour arriver aussi loin, il faut du talent et de l'abnégation et du courage. Vous avez obtenu de grandes victoires dans les matchs classiques du showcase, ce qui prouve indéniablement que vous en avez dans le ventre. Mais il vous reste encore des pages de votre histoire à écrire et des défis à relever. Serez-vous The One? C'est-à-dire, genre à m'opposer à la révolution, vous savez, j'en ai dirigé. On va rester sur OG Bloodline. Hein. Eh ouais, c'était sûr que c'était ça.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as
Deux équipes, chacune dans leur cage. Le match commence en 1 contre 1. Si un des membres rejoindra le match à intervalles réguliers, l'équipe avec l'avantage sera la première à avoir un membre libéré dans le match. Une fois que tous les membres sont présents, Wargames commence pour de bon. Seul un tombé ou une soumission permet de remporter le match. Sortir de la cage est considéré comme un abandon.
War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall.
Mais attends, mais ils sont tous là, genre. Ah, c'est pour savoir qui sort. Ah. Jacob Fatu. Ah ouais, donc ça va être. Ça commence bien, quoi.
It's time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely
Ah, bah oui, mais du coup, c'est Jay, Jimmy, Sami Zayn et Roman Reigns contre Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, Jacob Fatu et Solo Sikoa, ouais.
fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's from the top. Elbow drop.
Jay is imposing his will.
Jacob's being cut off at every pass.
A lot to prove from the new bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
This War Games just got Usi. Zayn joining the original Bloodline side. Solo Sikoa, leader of the new Bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the Tribal Chief.
And when he asked the WWE
Ah,
Universe to
yo.
acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Searching under the ring now. This can't be good.
Things are no longer about to be even in this one, and he wants to make sure of that.
An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
Yeah, Uce is firing on all cylinders. Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new Tribal Chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. Retaliated with a head-turning clothesline. Unbelievable athleticism.
Taking on even more brutal damage there.
Yeah, he could really use a miracle right about now.
New entrant about to come in, and not a moment too soon.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Attends,
Climbing up the wall now.
est-ce que genre ça veut dire qu'on peut...
Crazy idea in mind from the looks of this.
Ah non, on peut pas.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of
Aye.
Ku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is
Oh.
no bigger brawl than War Games.
She's starting to feel the effects of this attack.
Yeah, that's the kind of offense that opens people's eyes to Jacob Fatu. Picture perfect example for when you just want to put someone down with authority.
Uh-oh. Off the rope.
Lights out! Pop-up powerbomb! A powerbomb like that will leave you with bruises and remind you of this moment for days.
Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
The odd man in.
Quoi, mais il esquive tout dessus, c'est abusé.
Oh, come on. You already had the advantage. You didn't need to bring that into the ring, too. Wow.
Oh non.
He's made sure the
What?
odds are up.
From the middle rope.
Scoop slam.
I think tonight is going to be a
Aye.
breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he is the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the Tribal Chief may come up high.
Incredible power slam.
Oh
my gosh, what impact.
And Jay took a solid hit that time. Tonga Loa being neutralized there.
Attacks like that one will continue to get Jay his respect.
And his head is becoming a bigger target and stays one step ahead. From behind, back suplex.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Old bloodline, new bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline.
Then
What's Jacob Fatu's intentions here?
oh, and a rear super kick.
From behind, nasty.
Jacob about to end this fight.
Be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some
Ay.
enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
And guys, this is what War Games is all
Vous
about.
commencez à avoir les limites de mon PC ou pas là?
All in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE. Doing whatever it takes.
Boom! Good defense from him. Just like that, Tagaloa gets...
Oh, man.
Oh, jarring back elbow. Only seconds away from giving their team, and it's Jay.
Can Jacob Fatu come back from that? And the tribal chief
Toi, tu
is
laisses
now
mon gars, toi.
entering Bloodline War Games.
Boom! This has been an epic encounter.
These fans are sending the decibel level off the scale.
And entering into an absolute war zone, giving the troops the boost they need. He's getting fired up now, really feeding off this crowd. Good golly, utilizing his power and tossing him across the rings.
Went for something, but got a stiff elbow to the head instead.
Reigns averts the attack.
Oh, man.
Big boot! But meanwhile, Zayn, no doubt, Sammy just ended this. Look out! Boom, what impact! Ooh! Ooh! Just tossing that kendo stick with total disregard.
What a match.
It's total madness in here. Spear!
This can't bode well.
Boom! DDT! Jacob about to end this fight.
Punch right in the head.
At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks. And seconds left before the odds are evened here. He has to be in a world of hurt here.
Total disregard as he deposits him onto the metal platform. And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Hallelujah, kid, fight!
Sky high! He's able to slip away from that. Super kick!
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Qu'est-ce qu'il fait?
With the final entrant now in the structure, this match has officially begun. Pinfall, submission, who will be the one to fall in War Games?
And that's a stiff shot to the body.
But then to Sami Zayn,
Has Sammy ended it there?
he's starting to look battered.
Non mais...
Oh, and a spear! That could put Tama down for good.
Oh my God, a DDT!
Lights out. Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Elbow drop. Oh, that'll weaken your arm.
Eh, mais attends, mais Roman Reigns, il est...
Super kick finds the mark.
Up on their shoulders. Boom. Here we go. Definitely some damage dealt to him there.
That is the meaner, more aggressive Jey Uso coming out to play.
Not looking good in this position. Meanwhile, we have Roman Reigns.
Reigns got all of it.
Put into the corner.
Jimmy,
Went after the head and neck again.
Maybe trying to rattle the opposition's balance. Back suplex into a powerbomb. My goodness.
Entering even more dangerous territory. Scaling the War Games.
Top rope. Jey Uso with the Uso.
This could do it for the win.
Oh, he makes the biggest save.
Releasing the pin. He's adding insult to injury.
German suplex released. Oh.
Oh, Sikoa holding him at bay. And he's just been tossed. Spear! Meanwhile, it's Jimmy. Jimmy might have just finished things.
How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
Back suplex.
Ouch. Oh, God. That offense will definitely knock the wind out of him.
Manages to slip out of the way. Oh, look at this. What a headbutt. Ooh, nasty shot to the throat.
Voilà.
Running power slam.
Ooh, disrespectfully hurt.
Shoulders down. Jacob going to end it here. Kicks out after one.
Thought he had him. You gotta be kidding me.
And Tongaloa really laying it in there.
Yeah, it's becoming a dangerous scene for...
Faites-leur regretter, peignez leur haine de sang en déviscérant vos 4 adversaires.
He's been dealt a good deal of damage.
Lui, il a... Non, lui, il a pas de sang, lui.
Just took a very unpleasant trip from ring to ring.
Nice.
Ah si, il est en sang.
Stacked for the pin.
Hold it, oh, reverses it. Shoulders down. Well, this is unexpected, Byron.
Yeah, I'm guessing he wasn't fully in position.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
Trying to go for it again.
And looking at Jacob.
Ah bah oui, bah forcément c'est Jacob Fatou qui est pas en sang.
That could finish off Roman.
Going.
Oh my God, big forearm.
Rearing. Uh-oh. He's able to counter that.
This is certainly an effective use of a...
Sami Zayn with a big boot.
Zayn has this wrapped up.
You can see all the brutality the original Bloodline team has dished out. Everyone on Solo's team are filling the War Games cage with their own blood. What a forearm!
DDT!
And the head taking a real pummeling here.
I'm not sure I like this strategy. It's just brutal to watch.
Up they go!
Wait a second. He's going up the wall. The extreme War Games mentality is taking over.
Face gouge! Oh, God! Samoan drop!
Shoulders down. Looking for the win here.
He breaks the ref's count before 2.
I am shaking my head in disbelief over how he managed to get the shoulder up.
Able to capitalize on Jacob Fatu's mistake. And back elbow creates separation.
Tama able.
Tama-Tonga. Tongan twist.
Jey is out. That is it.
This could be the end of the night for Jey Uso.
Kicking out now sends a very clear message.
Tama-Tonga's looking to wrap this one up.
Oh, and it's reversed.
Tama-Tonga setting it up.
He's thinking he can end it here.
Meanwhile, we see Sikoa.
Jey is down and out.
Tama-Tonga. And Solo's team takes it.
Quoi?
All hail the true bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa, Tama-Tonga, Tongaloa.
Here we go. We're talking about
Aïe.
the original Bloodline versus the new
Attends, attends, attends.
The WWE versus Roman Reigns self-time gentlemen. Roman and Old Guard versus Solo and a new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo game handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions. Just a matter of minutes.
Just cranking the head.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-work came from defying Roman for defeating the Usos, which begs the question. Here's a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still losing? From the top. No, elbow drop. Oh, it's a piercing elbow.
Impressive sequence from Jey.
Jacob's out of trouble assessing the situation.
Flame. Oh, man. Take a chance one more time, landing with incredible impact. Oh, my goodness. Kick to the spine. Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a true main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, do you know how united so
Good one.
is? I don't think even the Mount Rushmore WWE can handle a new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Uzi, and we're having a real team. Just one last time.
So as a coach, we're at a deciding disadvantage. His size experience inside the structure. But look how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like, I need to lock the cage. Ultra Bobby.
I asked Tom backstage looking forward to this match, and he just said to me,
Great journalism there, Myron.
Thanks, Michael. Oh, trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible. Got out of the way, but can't capitalize. Throw it over, nice DDT. Boom!
And there's one man here with the most to prove. It's got to be Tama Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games. Many folks think Tama Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo, but let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tama Loa truly excels in brawl, and there is no bigger brawl than war games.
Mere seconds away from eating odds in War Games.
J'ai raté chef.
Tama Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games, right across the lands. Boom! Oh, this is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
Bienvenue.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns is so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo's coach took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's a new Chuck Spear.
Crucial moment for Tama Loa. And Jacob with the wherewithal on the counter.
Kick to the abdomen.
Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline.
Good God, what force. The hammer dropped. Literally, something might be broken.
My, oh my, what elevation.
Chicken wing under.
Chicken wing.
Gosh. So as the co-leader of the new bloodline calls himself at the head of the table. Call himself and it's James. Will take advantage. Timer's almost up. This next gives their team the advantage inside the cage.
Oh, kick right to the spine.
Call the elbow.
Here's the buzzer. Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in war games. Kick right to the gut.
Kick and uppercut.
Oh, kick to the face.
Got the starting impact. He fairly drained. Looks like the offending numbers advantage isn't enough for him. He just grabbed what could be a game changer. Adding an advantage on top of an advantage. Gotta be a bit tough for Jay to stand up against his team. So close that line with some enemies he can't forget.
We've seen the war of Jay's rage with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
The Jay has the title wins and big victories that earn him the main event honor. But if he's the one to win the bloodline, he will truly be the main
Attendez. Juzo.
event.
Ouais, c'est chaud. Hein.
After throwing every DDT, and it turns around. Now trampling the opposition.
I can't believe this atmosphere.
Everyone wanted a banger, and boy, you got it. It's into the ropes and a short elbow to the back. 8 men in this war, and one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso. He's going to go for another exclamation mark. Oh, down by the DDT. And it's going to be all over for Jay. Feel like John Henry swinging a hammer like that. Tama Tonga, we're going to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline. So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal. Drop kick to the face. He's going on the apron. You certainly have a plan here. You don't prepare yourself on Jacob now.
Jimmy is playing a lot of intensity.
Anytime he's going to be a breakout performance for Jacob, too. So much raw talent in that young man. Every bloodline member, new handle is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times. Many regularly Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Uso. And Jay Uso.
Will Jimmy seal this up?
Jay taking his offense to Uso.
Ah mais tu vois, frère. Contre tout machin là.
But unfortunately, no one actually stunned from that side of the head. Yeah, all that sorts now.
Bang, never saw it coming.
Voilà.
Boom, and an uppercut. Massive. Oh, right in the arm. Getting back to his feet. Sending him up big. Boom.
Jacob up.
Here's Jay Uso.
Jay nailed all of it.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits 0.
Oh, nasty stop to finish off.
It's starting to take a toll on him a little.
Yeah, Jimmy's playing just a touch of his offensive capabilities.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
Climbing the ring, pretty much entering a war zone. Got him right where he wants him.
Super kick. He needs to climb the wall of the War Game cage. Taking it from the top. Works that off. What a response. Oh, man. Oh, with authority. Climbing the wall of the War Games here. This might not be that top rope. Now, Jimmy. Uso splash.
Jimmy with Jay-Bender. Oh, man, I'm not liking the look of this.
He connects with the cover. Up on his shoulder.
Kick to the abdomen.
Neck breaker. Oh, look at this. Just cranking ahead. That's going to hurt. You're nuggy. Man, oh, man. Gotta give a second as this match gets closer to being even. Up, and now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games. Super kick. This is what trying to do. Team Demon, doors locked. Welcome to the match beyond. From here on out, anything goes.
Whoa, ouch. Is he? Yeah, looks like he's beating now.
Big forearm. Oh, that hurt. Check it out. Boom, boom.
Nice.
And taking even more damage to his head here.
He might start protecting himself there.
Oh, my, set flight. And he has an answer for Jay. Now Reigns, crucial moment for Tama Loa. He's headed high. From the top. Roman Reigns, look at this. Just close ladder, close right. Oh, it's sounding a big boot. No doubt, Sammy. Top rope.
Uso splash. Is that all she wrote for Tama Loa?
Watch the quickness on this.
Raise.
And would you look at that? He just looked over submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do. Has something else in mind now. Scaling his unforgiving war game cage.
Top rope. Now here's Jimmy Uso. Now looking even worse for wear. At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done. Close line. That didn't work. The tribal chief has acquired the target. Throw it down, roll. Keeps his team alive. What a save.
Knee strike.
He's in the back now. Time goes to the pin. Wow, talk about making the save. Maybe not, maybe not.
Archi long.
It's our shot at 94-1.
C'est archi long, j'ai monté frère.
How he managed to get a shoulder up.
Tama Tonga executing a vicious tongue and twist.
Victory nearly at hand for Tama Tonga.
Amazing face buster. They play the NBA.
Laisse-moi passer.
Attack certainly, but Jimmy's toughness to the test. Breaks the count. The muscle memory guy taking over now. Pure instinct to take out before 3.
Je l'ai lâché.
Attacks ahead. As Improvement. Now we see Tama Loa. The count was stopped before it started. Cover all. Come on. What are you seeing this one?
Ow, ow. Oh, earth-shattering stuff. Reigns is setting up. Here it comes.
Save with a big boot.
Il attaque.
Hits his right forearm. Sending careening through the table. Nothing.
Non mais d'ici, sérieux, c'est pas le plus intelligent du quartier.
Reigns sizing up the target.
Oh, look at the knees. A precision strikes.
Ooh, sledgehammer to the body. Spear. Will Jimmy seal this up?
En fait, faut que je garde mon mind.
Laying a big kick with that hammer.
Oh no, driving down with the sledgehammer. Tama Loa looking.
Oh, Roman Reigns locking one in.
Mais il est con. Mais non, mais quoi?
Back to the top.
C'est bon, il passe 4 heures dessus, moi.
Down the corner now.
Starting to sail up the war.
Allez, montre-le maintenant, s'il te plaît.
Oh my God. A bloody moonsault.
Aïe.
He's going to the cover. For the win. He kicked out the force. You are not alone in your shot. We all thought that was it.
Ah voilà, ça me dit c'est celui qui est le plus proche.
On the top. On the middle rope. Oh my. Knee right to the back of the neck.
Allez. Non.
He got a shoulder time. He refuses to stay down. Pure instinct. Early fights back. Look at the button. Take him up. Sorry.
Juste attendez finir pour samedi. C'est tout.
Effective dodge there. Ask Yellow Steel. Is it your madness or brilliant?
Oui.
Now Jimmy Uso splash. Back up for Tama down for good. Kicks out before the kick out. Surprise.
Je savais même plus qui j'étais.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, c'est bon. Faut que je fasse. Faut que trouver une position appropriée pour réaliser un super finisher. Oui, mais c'est quoi le super finisher? Du finishing. Top rope running buster. Ok.
Nice setup, powerbomb. So there's a call-up. But he's got consequences to his torso right now. Yeah, well, he's got consequences.
Je vais essayer de faire sur lui.
Dave fights in the corner here.
Et il est pas assez.
Great wherewithal there.
Nickel. Et on a pas fait frérot. Non, 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 non.
Ah, jeez.
Ah si, d'accord. Jacob. Jacob. Jacob.
Looks like this could be it. And keeps his partner alive.
Oui.
Oh, well, Sami Zayn setting up something spectacular here. Look at the long run. Sami Zayn from the top. And quickly the cover.
Non, il m'a contré.
Here comes another one. Connecting on a DDT. Can Reigns recover from that? Meanwhile, it's Jimmy. Man. Back to the top turnbuckle. Soaring. Look at the height. Senton hits the target. He's headed up. Like go for the top of his working structure. From my heavens. Uh-oh. He answers right back.
Blue Thunder. Boom.
Blue Thunderbomb!
Nickel. Là, il est bien sonné comme il faut, là.
Oh, there it is! Spear! Will Jimmy seal this up?
Là, il pourra pas me contrer, c'est impossible.
Here we go.
What's he looking for here?
Oui.
Tama Tonga. This could
Ensuite.
do it. Breaks the pin. He's got him down. Here we go. And we see Zayn. The cover. Oh, back elbow.
Jacob Fatu taking flight with the moonsault.
Jay is out. That is it. Keeps his team in this one.
From behind, back suplex.
Sammy covers. Shoulders down. Yeah, no. He doesn't get the three.
Both competitors digging deep into their well to keep this match going.
He catches Jimmy with a counter. Oh, my God. Gets lifted into position. Down in a hurry.
Non, 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 ne viens pas, ne viens pas, ne viens pas, ne viens pas.
And Reigns.
Reigns put his stamp on this one.
Wasting no
Oh.
time. Shoulders are down.
Deux.
Kicking out in
Quoi?
time.
Mais
How?
comment c'est possible?
Corner and a couple back elbows to follow. What a spear by Reigns.
The lights are out for Sikoa.
And right away into the pin.
Deux. Trois, voilà.
Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this
Remporter les War
is
Games
the one
Bloodline
true
avec l'équipe
Bloodline.
Roman Reigns. Quoi? Street Profits, ouais.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some.
Contre les Usos, non? Quoi? C'est qui lui? Aku et Tama?
The Islanders versus the Street Profits in a best-of-3 falls match. This matchup represents two teams who want to rule the tag team division and have sharpened their offensive arsenals so one move can put away any opponent.
The Street Profits swag levels are at an all-time high, and they told the Islanders they want the smoke.
Look, this is the best Street Profits we've ever seen, but the Islanders are exceptionally dangerous. And don't forget their secret weapon in the form of Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Oh man. Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
Though Bobby Heenan does seem intent on taking the Islanders to the top of WWE, perhaps becoming king of the ring, is on that path. 2 out of 3 falls matches are a unique test. Corey, break it down for us. What's going through the Prophet's minds here?
Well, Tez and Dawkins cannot allow themselves to get frustrated, because if you lose your cool, you lose your focus, and you start to make mistakes.
There's a little more room for error in a multi-fall match, but not much when the competition level is this high.
Sent right into the corner.
Tag made. Double team action likely incoming. Double Irish whip. Here it comes. Big time impact.
Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time.
And that canceled out Tama's offense.
And a clothesline.
Ah, there's a headbutt.
Ooh.
Ah, knee lift.
Caught with a clothesline.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, an axe handle.
Oh, man.
Right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
We're watching 2 great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up, so you know that Tama and Haku could once again dominate as single stars.
Ah, just like that, he's busted wide open.
Opening up the floodgates.
Placing him in the corner.
Tag. This precision teamwork.
Toe hold on the elbow on the back of the neck.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their caps.
It could be, but for the Islanders, all those accolades are motivation. Haku and Tama know they're the best tag team around, so they want to knock off the Profits and prove it. Then maybe they'll get the respect they rightfully deserve.
Cover, cover. And he easily stops the ref's count.
I didn't think this match was close.
En vérité, je sais pas quoi dire, vu que là, je comprends pas en fait pourquoi il y a les Street Profits et les Highlanders qui s'affrontent là.
Face first in the turnbuckle. And now Haku experiencing what it's like to get cut down.
And now that might be a confidence booster for the Street Profits.
A 2 out of 3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with this stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first...
Here comes Ford with the blockbuster.
Is it enough? The cover! Oh, an axe handle.
Drops the hammer.
Right on the lower back.
That's using your head. Shoulders down. No, stops the count at 2.
Good Lord, scarily close to 3.
Vraiment là, non, là j'ai pas là.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt. Cranking the head.
Goes into the corner.
Caught the legs. Oh my goodness, what a kick.
And saw what was coming there.
Oh, God. And it looks like he's got a bullseye.
Ah bah enfin, ce truc-là est fait là.
Down
Hein?
the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
He thinks he has it.
Non mais là j'ai pas le temps là. Allez, change.
What else could he want to do?
He gets the tag.
Oh, rusty tackle. The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here against the Islanders.
There's just something about the Anawahi family that
Putain mais arrête de descendre pour rien toi. Tiens.
Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and of course the Usos. Every person with bloodline affiliation has been a real problem for the Profits. Let's see if their fortunes change against the Islanders.
Cover. He breaks the ref's count after one.
Right now, I just don't know.
Allez, relève-toi, fais quelque chose contre. J'ai pas le temps de contrer, j'ai le temps de rien faire.
One step ahead there.
C'est quoi son finisher à lui, son coup spécial? Non mais David Crossbody, Running Crossbody, non mais... Putain... Sérieusement là?
Look at this going right after the left arm. Gotta hurt.
This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff of it.
Incoming!
Mais il a aucune portée en plus ce con! Bon, ça y est. Là, ça m'énerve par contre. Donc, on va s'arrêter là. Je comprends pas pourquoi il y a Street Profits contre Aku. Enfin, contre les D'ailleurs, au pire, je le ferai de mon côté, ce combat-là. C'est tout pour moi. Hop. Voilà. C'est tout pour moi. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner, liker, commenter, partager. Activez la cloche. Et peace!